Hello. Welcome back to my YouTube page. In this video we will walk through a Python function that returns data. In the beginning, I will give you an overview of what I plan to cover, then I will switch over to Python idle editor, walk you through the script and then run the program in Python shell. At the end, if you've enjoyed this video, please consider liking, sharing and subscribing. Now let's begin. There are several categories of functions such as simple functions where there is no data transfer involved, functions that return a single value after completion, functions that specify one or more parameters as data items are transferred to the function, and functions that allow data transfers in both directions. A Python program is normally decomposed into modules, and these are divided into classes and functions. A function completes a specific task in a program. Data within a function is known only locally. This means the scope of the data is local to the function and it has a limited lifetime, meaning it only exists during execution. In this example, we will focus on calling functions that return data. Value returning functions transfer data back to the calling instruction. Typically, a single value is computed and is then returned to the calling instruction. The functions can be called in one of two ways. The first way is to call the function in a simple assignment statement, and the second way is to call the function in an assignment statement with an expression. It is important that these function definitions include at least one return statement, which is written with the keyword return followed by an expression. The value in the return statement can be any valid expression, following the return keyword. The expression can include constants, variables, or a combination of these. Next, let's open up the Python idle editor and carry out a function that returns data. This Python script will compute the square of a value by calling the function square. First, start out by putting identification information for the Python file enclosed by 3 apostrophes. For the program file name, let's title it function return data.py. Then the author information, and for that, I'll put my name Lewis. Next the date, which is July 25, 2022, and lastly I'll put a short description of the program. Let's describe it as, perform a function that returns data. This script will compute the square of a value and return the result by calling the square function. Next, let's define a function that returns the square of a variable. As previously stated, this function can be called in one of two ways. The first way is with a simple assignment statement and the second way is in an assignment statement with an expression. Therefore, in this first script we will do a simple assignment statement by typing def square open and close parenthesis colon, then press enter. Now let's input a short description of what the function executes. Start out by typing 3 quotation marks followed by the description that says this function returns the square of variable b with value 5, press enter and close with 3 quotation marks. Next, let's set variable b equal to 5, press enter and let's assign the word quest equal to b squared notated by b double multiplication sign 2, as this is how we input squared in Python. Press enter and type the keyword return quest as we want Python to return the value of 5 squared. The Python return statement is a special statement that you can use inside a function or method to send the function's results back to the caller. As shown here, the return statement consists of the keyword return followed by the return value. Now as a test, let's set the value of c equal to our square function by typing c equals square open and close parenthesis. Create the print statement by typing print open parenthesis, quotation mark, then type the statement value of c is colon, close the quotation mark, comma, then the letter c. Next, close the parenthesis. When we execute the function later, c should return 25 as 25 is equal to 5 squared. For the second example, let's input the function in an assignment statement with an expression. Let's start out by setting variable d equal to 2, variable e equal to 4, variable f equal to 6, variable g equal to 12. Now let's create a mathematical expression. For this expression let's put the variable h equals open parentheses 100 times d plus 9 times z close parenthesis minus open parenthesis 6 times f plus 3 times g close parenthesis plus the function square evidenced by the word square open in close parentheses as we defined above, divided by 52. Create the print statement by typing print open parenthesis, quotation mark, Then type the statement value of h is colon, close the quotation mark, comma. I want to round the result to 2 decimal places. This is accomplished by using the round function. Therefore, after the comma, type the word round, open parenthesis, h comma, and then the amount of decimal places. In this case, we will round 2 decimal places. Next, close the parenthesis twice as there are 2 preceding opening parentheses. The round function returns a floating point number that is a rounded version of the specified number, with the specified number of decimal places. The print statements are used for the output of variables and text strings. These output statements write the value of one or more variables to the output device. Now, let's confirm our function that returns data is executing as expected. In the Python idle editor header, click Run, then click Run Module. After the idle shell opens, the function will execute returning the expected data values. The value of c equals 25 and the value of h equals 164.48. Thank you for watching my video. If you've enjoyed this video and found it informative, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload videos to YouTube. I'll see you next week with a new Python video. Until next time, take care.